Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Gabriel, coming at you straight from New York City. I'm here with my brother
Anthony.
Yes sir. And yeah, last week we left off with the cliffhanger that this guy over here was gonna start a new job, a new gig. And today is his
Ultimo dia. Oh my god. Last day.
Oh, you sound so English. Failed on all of the occasions. So today's his last day working the place where the building that he's working at. He's pretty much working as a porter, right? So like porter / doorman. So just cleaning up cleaning up the building, sorting recycling, vacuuming, mopping, etc. Just the blue collar work.
I'm done.
And where you going?
I'm gonna work for a private startup company. And they deal with autonomous vehicles. So self-driving cars. Yes.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
So it's official. Today is your last day at this place. And when do you start the news job?
Next week.
Oh, so you got this week off? Okay, cool. Where is it?
In the Brooklyn, New York.
Oh, so you gotta go to Brooklyn.
Yeah.
Is that shorter than here? Coming here? That might be shorter than coming here.
It's the same without traffic.
I guess.
But
because you don't gotta cross the river.
Yeah.
You can just drive straight down there from Queens. People didn't know Brooklyn, Queens, and Long Island are the same island. It's just that we decided to take the parts closer to the East River for ourselves, and we're like, yeah, the rest of the Long Island can stay as Long Island. It's funny. I don't know how that happened, but it is what it is.
That's interesting. How did that happen?
It's probably some deals the settlers made.
Yeah.
Back in the day. Probably bought some land, $10 or something like that. Yeah, man. So that's pretty cool. So what's gonna be your what you do?
IT. Service specialist. I'll test and program the car to make sure it's running good.
Make sure that the autonomous part is running good, or that the actual car is running good?
The autonomous part.
Yeah, so you get to just sit there. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, I'm getting paid more than what I was getting paid for in the porter job. So.
Oh, okay.
To start too. I was like, what?
All right. So you're going up in pay per. It's still hourly though, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, so that's good. At least you keep going up in pay. So that's good. Were you already at 100% here in the porter place or no? Is it more than 100% of the job? Okay, that's good. So there you go. Get there faster.
I know. It was so sad to say bye to everybody.
Because you put in how much notice you put in?
2 weeks.
You put in 2 weeks. Okay.
That's nice.
So, is the bottles that I hear in the back are your going away gifts?
Yes. And I got a lot of numbers. I was like, hey, connections.
A lot of numbers, what do you mean?
Yeah, a lot of numbers from the residents. I got them on my phone now.
Oh, okay.
What was he doing?
They were just like, keep in touch, let us know how it goes and stuff like that.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool.
So the residents, they're mad chill, man. Chill. I don't know.
Random. That's funny. So what's gonna happen to the weekly night drives?
Oh, I'm off the weekend.
So then this is the last one. I mean, officially anyways.
Not too bad.
I gotta take the train now. Back to taking the train on Sunday nights. That's okay. That's what I was used to anyways. This was always just like a bonus. You know, like, it's cool. You know, we get to talk and shit like that, but it was always, you know, like I never planned, right? It was impossible. You can never plan for like stuff like schedules, like work schedules to match up unless you're literally like working in the same places. So, but it's cool, don't worry. I'll still upload shit by myself. I don't care. I might start uploading my my bus ride home. Just be one of those crazy people just talking to myself on my phone on the bus.
Right. Everybody's gonna be looking at you like, what is he doing?
What is he doing? And then I'm gonna be acting like I'm actually talking to somebody, but it's really just recording myself.
Oh, smart.
I'm not gonna do that.
Well.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I'll do something else for weekly uploads. I don't know what though. Like I wish I had like a recording setup for my Switch, but I don't. So I can't record myself playing Switch. Yeah. Oh well.
How do people do that?
Oh, you just get like a capture card and stuff like that. Hook it up to your HDMI, to the HDMI slot, so that it captures what's being shown on your TV. It's not hard. There's no point.
What you heard about the new Switch? OLED.
The slightly bigger screen Switch.
Yeah.
I don't count that as new Nintendo. That's just it's not even a graphics update. It's literally just bigger screen and it's brighter. Yay. That doesn't count, Nintendo.
It does.
No, we don't.
It don't. Yeah, I wasn't into it. I was like,
Yeah, there's no point. It's like, instead of doing that, how about you make an actual more powerful Switch, you know, that can hold a better frame rate in these games or deliver higher quality pixels. But Nintendo don't care about that because they're Nintendo.
Oh, that's not what's gonna happen with this one?
No, it's not more powerful than the current Switch. It's literally just an OLED screen and a bigger screen that's OLED now. That's it. Yup. It doesn't count as an upgrade, Nintendo.
That's how they get you.
Yes. I mean, they did the first little mini upgrade by boosting the battery life, and I feel like this new OLED is gonna go back to the old battery life because it's gonna use more power to show the display. Stupid Nintendo.
Why is he slowing down?
He's scared. Tunnel freaks people out, man. They don't feel like they have enough space.
Wow.
The walls are closing in. That's pretty much all that's happening.
You're ruining my vibe.
35 miles per hour.
That's black. Even the speed limit is 24.
Yeah, that's how Mars would do it as well. She's like, I don't want to go past 5 miles past the speed limit because that's when the cameras start to be activated.
No.
Or whatever.
I don't think so.
How much past the speed limit the cameras start taking pictures?
I think it's past 10.
Past 10.
But I was going 35 on a 25 and I saw a speed camera and it didn't blink. Either it wasn't working.
Maybe.
But
and then like a week from now he gets a ticket in the mail. Like, oh, it did work.
But I was always good like 32, 33 and nothing.
I don't know.
Oh, I do know one where that the camera does not work and everybody just goes 45.
That's funny.
Oh my gosh. Dude, it feels so nice. But you never know if there's some colleges.
I mean, there's a good amount of traffic, so it doesn't really matter that we're going not too fast. Yeah, man.
So I went to a bachelor party last night, man.
Oh, Last night you went to a bachelor party and then you came to work? Jeez.
I know. I'm stupid. But I stayed up till like 5 a.m. too. No, 6. I want to sleep at 6.
We don't sleep at 6, we wake up at 12.
Yes.
Jeez. That sounds fun. Nope, it doesn't.
Dude, wait. Okay. First we went to Morton's Steakhouse. You been there before?
No.
We should go there. It's very fun.
Fun? They have good steaks.
Yeah. Delicious.
Delicious steaks.
I was satisfied.
Okay.
And then
You had your bellies full.
yeah.
Uh-huh.
And we walked a bit to this. Can we say it? The S Club. Gentlemen's Club.
A gentleman's club? Okay.
Yeah, we met up with another bachelor too, and his friends. So we clicked, which is cool.
Just a random other group?
No.
Oh, okay. I'm about to say, like...
friend.
Huh?
Like a friend of a friend.
So there were 2 bachelor parties.
Yeah.
And y'all knew each other, so y'all just like, let's just make one big bachelor party.
Exactly.
But there was 2 bachelors, officially, only.
Yeah. But it was fun. Okay. And then we had we went to the VIP area.
VIP?
Yes.
A VIP area, okay.
And then oh my god, I had the best lap dances of my
The best lap dances.
Yo, the cop was just following this guy. What's going on? I thought he was following me.
Oh.
I kept looking at the mirror.
Okay.
I was distracted.
Yeah.
Okay. So of course, like we would first direct the dancers to go to the bachelor's, because it's their night. We're like, yo, go ahead. It's his bachelor. It's his day. It's his bachelor. And then they would have fun with the other guys. And we would just make it rain.
Single dollar bills. Yeah, they should amend making it rain to be like at least $5 bills. Single dollar, like, oh yay, making it rain. It's like $30 on the floor, like damn.
Actually, the dance charge $20 for the lap dance.
Yeah.
And $60 for a massage.
Oh, they were giving massages too?
Yeah, this is like a back massage.
Were you sitting, like, or were you laying down or sitting?
We were sitting.
Ah, whack.
I know, like we got ripped off.
It's not a massage if you're sitting up. You gotta lay down for a massage. Get up in there. That doesn't count. That's a shoulder rub, so that it is. It's not a massage. It's a tease. It's like, first of all, I need to take my shirt off. Second of all, you need to get the warm water and the oils out. Okay? Like, without that, it's not a massage.
Let's take up it's called brake hold. So like when you will stop, like and let go of your feet, the car will just stay. It'll hold the brake for you. So I just shut that off. So it feels, I don't know.
You needed more control of your vehicle.
Yes, my vehicle.
Oh yeah. So it was a good lap dance.
Oh man, and we drank a lot.
Mucho alcohol.
We had Bacardi, Black Label, and Rosé. I don't know what kind of Rosé.
How old were the bachelors?
One was 26, one was 20.
Wow, that's pretty early. Well, I mean,
Oh.
I wouldn't exactly recommend getting married at 20. You know what I mean? Especially nowadays, a lot of the expectations for marriages aren't what they used to be. You know, so I mean, it depends on you and your partner, obviously, but you know, I mean, for most guys still more or less expect to, you know, be the head of household and you know, kind of just be the executive of the way that the home is ran. But the problem is that a lot of girls aren't being taught that that's what the man should be doing nowadays. You know, a lot of girls are being taught to also be the head of household and be the executive, and you know,
or share.
you can't both be the leaders in the home. There has to be somebody in front, the spearhead, and then the rest of, you know, it's still part of the unit, but there, you know, one person has to be the head. Can't be two heads. It just doesn't work. It doesn't work because the direction will always be split.
No, you can compromise.
Split. That's literally what compromising is. It's splitting the direction of how things are ran. That's what that means. That's what compromising is. It's like we'll go your way a little bit, and we'll go my way a little bit. You're splitting the way that's unoptimal. It's not optimal, because there's
to create a solution. It's better than one.
No, you need the way that a marriage works, kind of in the optimal setting, is that you have one person as the lead, and then you have the other person there to back up the lead, right? And then you have your offsprings.
Wait, who said that's optimal?
That is optimal.
Who said that?
Human nature says that.
No, that's just subjective.
That's literally that's like marriage and monogamy didn't happen out of the blue, right? This is thousands of years of evolution being played out as the social construct of marriage, right? And monogamy. The reason why actually all successful nations that are active today, they're monogamous. Why is that? Is because we tried polygamy. We've tried this. We've tried the whole, you know, let's have multiple heads. They failed.
No,
right? It's not a question of like, oh, we haven't tried it and it may work. We just need to give it a good old go try. It's like, no, thousands of years of human evolution have gone into the nuclear family, as it were. It's mom, dad, and kids, with dad being head of household. It works because by human nature, men are biologically designed to be the leaders. We are biologically designed to be the heads of the household. Biologically designed to take on the burden, right? Shoulders are meant to carry weight. Waists, hips are meant to carry children. We need the women in our lives, especially when we're talking about we're talking specifically about marriage and about your significant other, right? The woman needs to be, and it's not a bad thing, the woman needs to be behind you, not next to you, but behind you, because behind her are the children, right? And then that level, that kind of, that orientation, like it's a spear, it's a spearhead of orientation. The reason why that makes sense is because in front you have the man leading, but also taking on the overwhelming amount of the burden, right? It's the man is the one that is going to be being attacked by the world for the most part, right? There is going to be some, metaphorically speaking, some arrows and some attacks that get past the man and hit the wife, but she needs to be there to not only take whatever the man can't, but to also heal the man so he can continue to take on the world. And because he's taking so much of the load, of the burden of just living, right? Because life is pain, life is suffering. Because he's taking so much of that burden off of her, that frees her up to prioritize raising the children. So in the scenario where we have a kind of a split head, where the woman and the man are standing, let's say, shoulder to shoulder, both taking on the burden equally. There is less availability and resources being delivered towards the children. So it's always beneficial to have that spearhead type of orientation. When we're talking specifically about marriage, right? When like boyfriend and all these little relationships, they don't count for this. This does not apply to like all of that. But when we're talking about marriage, it has to be that there is one person in the lead, being backed up by the other person, that has proven to be the optimal way. I mean, it's there's a reason why, you know, for the last, you know, one of the oldest book in existence, the Bible, has that exact same structure.
Wow, you supporting the Bible?
I'm see, silly, but it's not, you know, it's like if our ancestors of 2,000 plus years ago figured this out, what makes us think that we can all of a sudden just dismiss with what was learned? It's not as if human nature has changed over the last 2,000-3,000 years. Biologically speaking, people are mostly the same, right? We haven't had a huge what's it called, evolutionary leap. Huh?
I see lightning like.
Yeah, there's a lot of lightning in the clouds today. Like that. It reminds me of that story of there was a George Floyd mural. I forgot in what state it was. I think it was down south, but it's speculated that there was a lightning bolt that struck the mural and destroyed just Floyd's part of the mural. You have some fanatics say that's a sign from God. I'm like, that's hilarious. That's what that is. That is one hell of a coincidence. But it's still like, yeah, I mean, nature speaks. I won't say it's a sign of God, but it's definitely like, yeah, people need to stop worshiping George Floyd.
Why are they worshiping him in the first place?
Because the way he died. That's why. Which is funny. I've always said, I think we talked about this before, but I always said it's like we're moving away from celebrating how people lived to only caring about how people died. It's like, that's backwards, y'all. That's backwards. We gotta remember people and commemorate people for how they lived their lives, not how they died.
But the JFK shooting, that was assassination. No one knows how he died.
Huh?
People know how JFK died, but
yeah,
like by who? Like,
yeah, you know, and
I don't know too much.
yeah, I mean, and people actually liked what JFK was doing back then, so I'm not too learned on exactly his political stances and stuff like that, but I'm pretty sure he was very progressive for that time in history. A lot of people are saying that he was against the establishment, as it were, and was trying to give the taxpayers a lot more freedom and kind of, you know, the same old story, draining the swamp, etc., etc. So people are saying that maybe that's why he got got. He got. I saw that video, bro. He got. Oh, his wife went crazy immediately on the spot. His wife literally tried to scoop up his brains.
That's crazy.
Yeah, man. I mean, what do you do? Like, you're in a car with your significant other, and they're like literally on the floor with their head blown off. You scream. You get down. I mean, like, what the fuck do you do? Sucks for her. Jeez. Imagine seeing that. That would be traumatizing. It's like I was in the car with him. Just literally in the car with him. Oof. I mean, she really did try to scoop. All right, yeah, not cool, dude. Just it's a red light. Who cares? Let's go. I mean, the life's about to change. I don't know why. I guess he was like, yeah, it's fucking midnight.
I know.
Right? Like, it's past midnight. Screw it. We out. Yeah. So, like I was talking, like I was saying, I don't know about, maybe what's his the 20-year-old? What's his religion and culture?
Oh, American. Regular African American.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he just fell in love early.
Probably Christian or fat Christian.
Well,
Catholic or Muslim.
I don't know, because he's getting married in his backyard, not church.
So, I mean, he had a bachelor party, so he can't be Jehovah's Witness. I mean, maybe more agnostic, a-religious than anything, and it's just a celebration instead of an actual like marriage. They already got the court paper signed, right? So like by law, they're already married. I'm guessing, because that's what Mars and I did. We didn't have a church marriage. We just got married through the state, which you have to do if you're actually gonna get married. But a lot of people don't emphasize that as much because it's just a tax thing, I guess. So, but okay, I mean, some people get lucky like that. Maybe his girl is of that traditional mindset. Like, I ain't trying to have kids past 30. Gotta get these kids out the way now. That's kind of how Bars was.
What?
Yeah, she didn't want to have any kids after she was 30, so we had kids. Because of the health risks, dude.
Well, there's health risks?
Of course. Women cannot or should not have children after 35. That's kind of their biological limit. I mean, after that, you have a lot really bad side effects to being pregnant and giving birth, and all that. Like, just everything's high risk.
So when they're 34, it's fine.
No. When biologically speaking, women are best for reproduction in their mid-20s. I mean, that hasn't changed. But like I was saying, we haven't had an evolutionary leap in millennial. It's been the case. 18 through mid-20s is, early 20s through early like the 20s. It's just 20s. Have babies in the 20s. I'm sorry, but that's kind of what your body wants you to do. It's not a social construct. It's just biology. So it sucks because that's really early in your life to, but at the same time, it's like, you could, look at Mars now. She's focused on her stuff and she's working and hard and everything now. And it's like, that's kind of the order that it should be. It's like in the 20s, you settle down, you have your kids and stuff like that. And then past that, you work on building yourself for women specifically. When women do that in the reverse, it becomes way harder to find that partner and that family and stuff like that. But oh well. Thanks for watching, everybody. The last one. Oh. See y'all.